Hey, it's studio time. The Locals Lounge at Radio 94.9. Send your band submissions to Nate at radio949colorado.com.
All right, welcome back to Studio 94.9, the Locals Lounge here at Radio 94.9. It's Nate Wild, and I got our guests joining me in the studio. It's McGill, Chris, Luke, Matt, Noah, Josh, the intern, MountainUs. Welcome, dudes.
How's it going?
Hey,
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming in. So I just discovered you guys, a little over a week ago at the Battle of the Bands at Hody's.
Yep, at Hody's.
Bandwagon Magazine's Battle of the Bands. And tell me and the listeners a little bit about you guys, if you could. You're pretty new, right?
Yeah, we're about 8-10 months old. I'd say we formed in April of 2017 last year.
420,
and
can I just guess?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it was a random 420
They're
party.
a reggae band, by the way.
Yeah. Well, we've kind of molded into more of a rock reggae fusion, and I mean, we all have different influences, and I think these guys would give me, Chris, credit about forming the band. I kind of recruited all of them to join me, and
Annoyed us long enough.
yeah, I bugged them all long enough.
That's what you gotta do,
to
man.
finally show up. And once they all kind of hung out a couple times, I think they kind of saw the vision was there, and that they could step up and help make it a reality.
Yeah.
So I dedicated making a band to Matt Whitehead, who passed away in 2013, and decided after that I kind of wanted to make a reggae band in tribute to him.
Oh, okay.
And so, instead of being a hard ass and saying, no, we're all playing reggae, it was more a mutual, let's all jam together, and here's a couple songs, and McGill had a couple songs, and it's all melded into, I don't know, what I think is awesome music. And like I said, we've only been together 8-10 months, and we've almost been together 3 days a week since inception. So
yeah. Just describe the kind of the evolution of your sound, if you could. Well,
my main influence was reggae, and kind of thought we could make a rock reggae group, and that was my original idea. McGill had his background in not only pop punk but acoustic rock, so he was doing pretty good in the local scene about playing his acoustic style, and it's really good. You should check him out, McGill Lee Jackson. And then Noah came in with like a prog rock background.
Okay.
And
the bass
so
player.
He hates 4/4 time, but we get him on it, and then
make him do it.
Yeah. And I've known Matt the longest. He plays trumpet, and 2.5 years ago when I thought I wanted to start making music, I realized I didn't know anything about music, and Matt's a CSU music grad.
Ooh.
And met him on the golf course and bugged him every day since, and learned my music theory, taught myself the piano, the bass, the guitar, and was starting to do it on my own in a sense, and then jammed with McGill, and his style melded with mine, and it started to create some awesome jams, honestly, awesome music. And then Matt thought, hey, I wasn't just teaching you that so you could leave me out, and
Right.
And Matt joined in, and then we got Noah on bass, and then Luke on piano around the same time. Josh is really helpful. He's been rooming us in a basement of his.
Oh, how nice!
Helping,
what a dude! What a guy.
Yeah, right. And helping us record. And
producing our new EP. It's a five song EP coming out April 20th. Just want to put that out there.
420. What?
Yep. Yeah, and our year anniversary, we're gonna put out a 5-song EP on 420 at Avo's is our show.
Cool. All right, man. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Let's give the people a taste. What do you say? The first tune's called "Show Me the Light." Tell me about this song, somebody, if you could.
Well, it started off. I had an acoustic song originally. It was a soldier song that I wrote in a chord progression, and me and Chris were playing around with it one day at his house, and we were watching a hockey game because he's a big Avs fan. and his buddy Marcus was over, and we were just like jamming, like just playing the chords and stuff. And his friend Marcus was like, "Yeah, show me the light, show me the way." And we was just like, "Yeah." Like
we both looked right at him and we're like, "Dude, you just made a song.
You
for
just
us."
wrote our song.
Yeah.
and then a week after, and then it was crazy because we have right now 13 original songs, and we pushed those out within like 3 months of us all being together.
Wow,
it was like
nice.
Show Me the Light came up, and we started jamming this for a week and a half, and then Shallow Waters came up, the next song that will be played. And then actually we even had Red Rum and Take Me Out and MountainUs before that. Like, you had those songs, and we made Red Rum together, me and Chris, and it just
pumping out songs left
music
and right.
vomit everywhere.
Yeah.
It was
That's fantastic.
yeah.
Well, cool. All right. Well, once again, it's MountainUs joining me in the studio today. Studio 94.9. This is called Show Me the Light.
Show me
Something pure, oh, for this earth we must restore. Show me the light, please show me Yahweh. Teach me how to spread love all across the lands. May one day we all walk hand in hand. Show me the light, show me Yahweh. Show me the light. Show me Yahweh. I'm on my knees, I beg and pray. Oh, show me the light. Show me Yahweh to spread the peace for another day. Oh, show me the light. And we will lift our spirits high. We will not go without a fight. Please show me the light. Show me Yahweh. And we will not let freedom die. We shout out truth to the sky. Oh, show me the light. Show me Yahweh. Show me the light. Show me Yahweh. I'm on my knees, I beg and pray. Show me the light. Show me Yahweh to spread the peace for another day. Oh, show me the light. Show me the light. Show me Yahweh. I'm on my knees, I beg and pray. Show me the light. Show me Yahweh to spread the peace for another day. Show me the light.
All right, that was Show Me the Light. It's MountainUs joining me in the studio today. It's McGill, Chris, Luke, Matt, Noah, and Josh the intern. Got to shout out Josh the intern. Studio 94.9, the Locals Lounge here at Radio 94.9. Now I want to get to know each of you a little bit here, just barely a little bit more than I already do, if that's cool. We'll start with McGill. Tell me kind of your musical story, if you could, your musical journey on a personal level, like getting into music and how you kind of got from point A to point B.
Okay, I'll try to do this as quick as possible. So, I started singing in a gospel choir with my mom in our hometown. I'm originally from West Point, Virginia. Little farm town on the East Coast.
I picked up a little bit of the dialect there.
Yeah, okay. and sung in choir in church choir until got into high school, and then joined band and then choir from there. and then did competition, regionals, and started my first pop punk band when I was 14 called View from the Top. And from there, after graduating, we broke out into the Richmond scene in Virginia and won some Battle of the Bands, opened up for Pennywise.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Pennywise was a crazy experience.
I'll bet.
And done some stuff. Auditioned for American Idol a couple years ago.
Did you really? Did
Yeah.
you make it on TV?
I almost did. I got through the Richmond round. They sent me to Kansas City. I got through all the preliminary judges and then got in front of Jennifer Lopez and couldn't even remember my name.
Oh,
and and choked hard. And that was it. That was the end of that turn, and ended up finding my way to Colorado, where I met these guys, and here we are.
Cool. All right. That's great, man. The American Idol thing threw me. I was not expecting that at all. Cool. Let's go Noah next. Tell me about you, man.
I'm from Fort Collins, Colorado. I started playing the violin when I was 4.
Really?
Yeah. It didn't stick with
So you
it.
learned to walk and then you learned to play the violin.
Pretty much,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And then I really wanted a guitar, but my mom bought me a bass.
Mom, that's not
Yeah.
the right one.
She said that their guitars are a dime a dozen, but a good bass player they're rare.
Oh, huh.
Well, she was right. I've gotten to play, just in basements or for fun.
Mhm.
I've been playing the bass for 25 years now, so
So you're 29.
I'm 33.
Okay, I missed a couple
Yeah.
years there.
Yeah, I got the
I
bass.
play music for a living,
Right.
you know.
I got the bass when I was 8, so
Okay, got it.
yeah, then never touched the violin again. But I actually used to play shows in Chris's basement with this other band 10 years ago, and that's kind of how we connected. And then saw him at a party, and he texted me probably 3 times a week. Let's jam. Let's jam.
Nice.
Let's jam.
Yeah.
And I finally one day I was like, I want to go jam, and that was it.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So 8 years old, you started playing the bass.
Mhm.
That's a trip.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to Chris. Speaking of which, tell me about your musical story, man.
Oh, I've been banging on things since I was walking, and my mom decided to put me in a band when I was probably 6th grade, and then made my way into jazz band to play the kit instead of just one cymbal or one snare at a time. I thought that was kind of lame. So got into jazz band. We won state sight reading when we were young, like 8th
But
grade.
do you really sight read with the drums, or?
Hey, you
how
have
does
to
that
know
work?
where what's coming.
Okay,
you know.
okay, I got you. Fair enough.
And then I kind of played when I was 18 in that metal band that Noah was talking about. We both had different bands.
What kind of
And,
a metal band was this?
It didn't go up the stairs, let alone make it anywhere. So
Okay, got
yeah, it was. I think we were called Found Guilty or something.
Who would you compare it to? What band would you compare it to, style wise?
Oh man, that would have been like a heavier Pantera.
Okay, I used to be in a band like that.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like Pantera with no guitar solos. Was the band I was in.
Nice.
Anyway.
Yeah, so I mean, we never recorded. We never really made it anywhere. But those 2 dudes that were in that band are still some of my best friends. So I love those guys. But after that, I just kind of got busy with life and never really played anything until Matt died in 2013. I kind of dwelled on playing music again, and about a year and a half after that, I started the journey and realized, like I said, I knew nothing about music because I was a drummer, and I never learned the notes or anything. So I picked up the piano, and it was one of the most frustrating things I've ever done, but that's probably why I kept at it. I loved the challenge, and once I realized the mathematics of a piano, it was like a time bomb went off. And,
Yeah.
20 songs later, I'm ready to just show the world our music.
Yeah.
So, and then we formed MountainUs.
And here we are.
Here we are.
Cool. All right. Next, we will go to Matt.
What's up, dude?
What's up, man? Tell me about your musical journey here. Matt is the trumpet guy.
I've been playing the trumpet now for almost 19 years. I started back in middle school, 6th grade, and just had a knack for the trumpet. I was always good. fighting for principal or second chair with regular band, jazz band. And then once I got into high school, marching band was my love. I wanted to perform for people. I wanted to be playing as loud and as high as I could so that everybody could hear me. And
he means high like the notes.
Yeah.
We've morphed into two highs now.
There's multiplicity.
Didn't mean to interrupt, sir.
No, you're good. The high notes are the frequencies that you hear are so intense, and that got me driven to be a better trumpet player. And then I went to CSU, and I spent 5 years starting as an education major and then moving into performance when I realized that I can teach people music through playing. I don't want to be a teacher yet, maybe someday, but right now I bring my energy with my trumpet. And being on stage and being able to perform for people was what I enjoyed, whether it was with jazz band, symphonic band, solo work, doing all the ensembles. And once I graduated, didn't know where I was going to go, what I was going to do. I looked into cruise ships, thought about traveling the world that way, but it wasn't for me. I had a fair amount of debt coming out of CSU. Very thankful for being able to pay that off. Locally, I've been working hard and putting time in with MountainUs after these guys came into my life. It's been work and MountainUs and just non-stop.
Nice.
And MountainUs isn't work. This is our life. This is our love. And every time I pick up my horn and play with these guys, we just make beautiful music. We love it. And I can't wait. I can't wait to play my trumpet for people all over the world.
Awesome. Dig it. All right, finally, Luke, tell me about you, man.
Hey Nate, how's it going? I also have played for a long time like these guys. I play the keys. Started piano over 20 years ago. Started young. Initially, my brother, he was taking piano lessons, and my older brother, and I was just kind of watching him every once in a while. I'd go to his lessons with him and watching him play, and we got home to our piano, and I just kind of dabbled on it. I was playing along. I was playing songs that I heard on the TV or on the radio.
Oh yeah, okay.
I was like,
just picking them up by
5
ear.
or 6 years old. Yeah. One of my first songs I learned was the theme from Top Gun.
Ah, nice.
And I was like, do, 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 do. So, it was pretty fun. So, once my parents realized that I was, kind of a little natural in hearing music, they put me in piano lessons myself, and I took those for about 8 years. And then after that, just self-taught myself everything else. Took a little break from the piano in high school. I did trombone, also a big marching band guy. So trombone and marching band, did that in Loveland at Thompson Valley, and also went to CSU for a couple years and did marching band there. So after finishing up at CSU, I kind of dropped off with the trombone and went back to piano.
You can play a lot more notes on the piano than a trombone.
Exactly, yeah. I was having a little more fun with it. More of a challenge, it seemed like.
Yeah, okay.
I've done YouTube, a lot of YouTube videos.
What's your name on YouTube?
It's just Luke Axon.
How do you spell your last name?
AXON.
Okay, look him up, everybody.
Check me out. I've, kind of put a hiatus on that since starting up with these guys, putting a lot of time with.
But he's still got really good videos.
Yeah, check him out still. My most recent one was Beauty and the Beast. That was last year, but I did a cool little green screen effect with my baby grand piano at home, and had it photoshopped on top of the Beauty and the Beast castle piano.
I'm gonna go look this up.
Check it out.
I'm going to. I'm going to.
So yeah, but
Beauty and the Beast by Luke Axon. It's awesome.
Thanks, Chris. But yeah, met up with the guys last year. I've known Noah for a few years. He's the one who got me into the band. I've been enjoying every minute of it. I've been practicing, playing shows. You just get a great rush from shows, and playing awesome music and sharing it with, a big crowd. It's just a feeling you can't really get anywhere else. So
Nice.
yeah.
All right, very cool. Cool. Well, let's do one more tune for the get together here because you guys have really, really long songs. "Shallow the Waters" is the title.
It's Shallow Waters.
Oh, "Shallow Waters." Whoopsie daisy. "Shallow Waters" is the title of this next song. Tell me about this one if you could.
Man, this
Wow.
is McGill and
Yeah.
my vocal or lyrics that we put down.
So we first started off what ended up being a chorus we wrote kind of as a verse, and me and Chris was like stumped on this one verse one night, and I left, and we didn't have practice for another 2 days, and we were like, you know what, we'll just get back to it once everyone's here. And on my drive because I live in Fort Collins and he lived, and at the time we were practicing at Chris's house in Loveland, so I was driving down Taft, and it's a 15-minute drive, but as I'm driving to Chris's, the sun's just about to set over the mountains, and I'm thinking of this song, and I'm like, whoa, this is the chorus. And I start writing like 2 verses, and then I get to Chris's house and run straight upstairs and start figuring out this stuff. Matt and Luke are already there playing trumpet and piano, and I just turn on the distortion because like Chris, we've been trying to do like a reggae thing, and I was like, I've been trying to push to kind of mix it up a little bit.
Okay.
And so I just threw the distortion on and started laying down these power chords and trying to sing these verses to the songs. And Chris just got home from work and like goes and talks to his family and then runs upstairs and is like, yo, what song is this? Who are you covering?
I thought he was covering some song that I was like, dude, that's awesome. Whose is that? I would like to cover this because it sounds that good. And he goes, it's ours.
It's us, man.
And I flipped out. I went running downstairs again and then realized they were still upstairs, and that's where we were practicing. So it was just so exciting. It was, I didn't expect that song to come out near as
turn into
cool.
that.
Yeah, like
But the message, I mean, Shallow Waters it's socially driven. It's got some political meaning to it about, whoever's captaining the ship needs to listen to its passengers, its constituents, and if he's not, we're just going to be stranded in shallow waters on our boat.
I get it. All right, once again, everybody, it's MountainUs joining us in the studio. Studio 94.9. This is called Shallow Waters.
skating, but my hands are steady shaking. High up to the sky, we almost testify. Oh yeah, start the waking. I can feel it in my bones, speaking through this music. We are on the movement, now watch it grow. But we are not on our own. No, we all have each other, all sisters and all brothers. Our future we cannot disown. If we don't change what is happening now, we might be too late to turn this ship back around. The time in the tide is surely running out. But if we don't act right now, we're soon to run aground. Or if we don't change what is happening now, we might be too late to turn the ship back around. The time in the tide is surely running out. But if we don't act right now, we're soon to run. If we don't change what is happening now, we might be too late to turn this ship back around. Well, the time in the tide is surely running out. But if we don't act right now, we're soon to run aground. Or if we don't change what is happening now, we might be too late to turn this ship back around. Well, the time in the tide is surely running out. But if we don't act right now, we're soon to run out.
All right, that was Shallow Waters. It's Mountain Us joining us in the studio today, Studio 94.9. Now, before we wrap it up here, what's next for you guys? What do you got coming up?
Our very next show is this Friday down at Moe's Barbecue in Inglewood. We're playing with the Hash Tones, Oofer, and Grayson Jenkins. The next show after that will be March 7th at Hodie's. We're opening up for Aaron Cam and the One Draps out of St. Louis. And then we've got March 9th again down in Denver at the Toad Tavern. and then March 10th again at the Colorado Room. So
You guys are busy.
With our new buddies, Higher Intentions.
Yeah,
Give
they're
a big shout out to them.
I saw them at the other Battle of the Bands, like the
exactly.
or the first one, I think.
They're really good dudes. So we've kind of grown a good relationship with them. And then, our EP release, April 20th. And then
Is that on purpose?
Nope.
Okay.
Not at all. We weren't trying to have a big party or anything.
Well, yeah, okay.
And then
Easy to remember. I'm going to remember this now. Like, oh, yeah, those
Right.
guys got that record coming out today.
And then probably the biggest news besides us releasing Show Me the Light about 2 weeks ago now, we're playing Arise Festival this year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
We got lucky.
Loveland Woodstock.
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
Yeah.
See you there, Sunrise Ranch.
Yeah.
We get to be a part of that. And I mean, when we found that out, it was the coolest feeling ever. Everybody was flipping.
That's rad.
Yeah,
That's going to be fun.
so-
All right. I'll see you guys there, too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can't
sweet.
wait.
Sweet. All right. Well, once again, MountainUs in the studio with me. Can't thank you guys enough for coming in, sharing your music, sharing your stories today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us.